and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is is gonna be about how you can actually reprogram your subconscious mind and reprogram your limiting beliefs. Basically, you have a limiting belief if you keep on trying to manifest something, keep on trying to go towards something, and there always seems to be an obstacle, there seems to be resistance, there seems to be something just getting in the way between you and that thing. And that's usually because you have some sort of limiting belief. Like, the limiting belief can even be that it's hard to make money. Like, that's a belief. It's limiting because in actuality, like, scarcity is fake. Like, it's created by our society, our governments, but it doesn't actually mean that the world is scarce. Like, if you look around you, the universe is so abundant, there's so much nature, there's so much wealth in the world. It's just some people view the world in a sense of scarcity and some people view the world in a sense of abundance. So in that way, it becomes like a limiting belief. And I honestly think, like, the hardest part about finding or rewiring your limiting beliefs is literally just like being aware of it. Like, we have so many belief systems going on in our subconscious. We're like really not conscious of it. So one way, the first step is to just become aware. And you can become aware by just obviously noticing in your daily life, like, if you're having a lot of obstacles, if you're having a lot of problems with something, if you're having a lot of, like, a tough time in money, in love, in anything, I would take that as your first sign and I would dig deeper. And I would dig deeper by literally just like taking a sheet of paper and just doing a giant brain dump, writing down everything you can think about when you think of money, and just let it flow, because that's going to be your most authentic part of your brain, and that's what we want to get to. So once you would draw everything down on a sheet of paper, that's when you can start analyzing and recognizing, okay, what do I actually believe about this? And then just highlight like any limiting beliefs that you actually notice are present. And once you have them, all you have to do is you have to just start repeating the opposite, because the subconscious mind learns by repetition. Like, if you repeat something enough times, you're literally going to believe it. Like, this could be about anything. This could be about a belief. This could be about your body. This could be about anything. Like, repetition, like, you keep on saying something to yourself and eventually you're going to believe it. So if you recognize, oh my God, like, I feel like it's so hard to make money, then I would go out through like the rest of the week, the rest of like the month, and I would just keep on saying to myself, oh my God, it's so easy for me to make money. It's so easy for me to make money. I'm so grateful that it's so easy for me to make money. And I would keep on saying this over and over and over and over and over again. You're gonna saturate your mind. Like, I like to think of it as you have a cup, okay? Have you ever seen like a cup and it's a little bit dirty, and then you put it, like, it's like dirty brown water and you want to purify it, so you open up the sink and the water keeps on flowing until the water becomes clear, like in the cup. Like, we're basically rinsing out all of like the negative belief systems by overflowing it with like a positive belief system. And you're gonna have to keep on going for at least, honestly, it doesn't need to take 21 days, but it takes maybe like a few weeks for you to rewire it like enough times through repetition that you actually start to believe it and it becomes like autopilot. Because I think a lot of people think that beliefs are facts, but that's actually not true. Beliefs are just something that we thought so many times we started to believe it. And our brain is honestly always trying to create a story or a narrative. So if maybe when you were younger, you grew up with parents who were struggling to have finances, you just internalized that belief system about finances. But that doesn't mean it's actually true. It's like at a young age, you internalized it and you started telling your brain, or your brain started to look for evidence that, oh yeah, like, my finances are, money is hard to come by, money is hard to like obtain. But that doesn't mean it's actually true. Maybe that was just one of your first early experiences, and then your brain is a computer, so it started looking for other things that fit that story. But the fun thing about limiting beliefs is that you can always create your own story. So when you're repeating all these positive affirmations about money, like, it's so easy for me to make money, once you start paying attention at money that starts to flow to you, how easy it is for you to actually get money. Like, obviously when you're repeating things, you're going to start manifesting. And once you shift your perspective from lack to positivity of like all the money that you do have, like the money that is flowing too easily, you're training your brain to start looking for the positives. And like, you're training your brain, like, you're giving it a new narrative basically. And so then it becomes easier for you to actually believe all these positive things about money, is because you basically shifted your brain. You shifted the computer and it's like your brain is an algorithm, and you basically just told it, okay, start looking for the positive. And that's what you actually need to like solidify the belief. Because yeah, in the beginning, you probably won't believe that it's easy to make money. A few weeks into just like literally just repeating that, you're going to start to believe it. You're going to think, oh yeah, maybe it is true. And then a little bit of evidence can trickle in, and then maybe a few weeks later, a few days later, more evidence trickles in, and then your brain is really going to start believing it. And I know sometimes it's hard to jump from, if you are really in a like, you know, a tough financial situation, or you're really knee deep in your limiting beliefs, it's super hard to shift into the opposite. So sometimes if I feel like a belief just isn't landing right, or it's too hard, I do something called bridge affirmations, which basically means like you're giving your brain the possibility, like it's possible for it to be easy to make money. It's possible for money to flow easily to me. Like, you're not jumping all the way up to a full affirmation, because at the same time, sometimes when you say affirmations, if you're jumping too hard or you have too high of an emotional charge to it, it's going to start creating more resistance, because your brain is thinking, okay, well, I'm lying to myself. In the cases where you feel like you're saying the affirmation and it doesn't make you feel good, or you feel like it's creating more tension in your body, more emotional tension or more resistance, that's when you know, okay, I need to jump to a bridge affirmation. It's going to be easier for my subconscious to absorb that. So you're literally going to be saying like, it's possible for money to become easy to me. It's possible for me to be chosen. It's possible for me to be lucky in love, whatever you're trying to shift. But purely saying, oh, that it's possible, or sometimes this happens to me, it softens the affirmation. And once you feel good saying that affirmation, that's when you can start jumping to having a full affirmation. And I feel like that really, really helps. Like, I have undone so many limiting beliefs literally just by doing this, and it's honestly doesn't take that much time or effort. It's just you have to be intentional about it. Neville Goddard calls it like a mental diet. Like, every single time you think a negative thing about money, you can be like, oh no, that's not true, actually it's easy for me, or actually it's the opposite. And you just want to be moderating your thoughts and filling your thoughts with positive affirmations. Like, instead of just sitting and scrolling on your phone, you could be sitting and scrolling on your phone and just be thinking these positive affirmations. Instead of just like walking, you can walk and think these positive affirmations. It's like you want to take control over the autopilot of your thoughts and start feeding your brain positive affirmations. And yeah, after 21 days, after a lot of repetition, once you saturate your mind, you're really going to feel it, and you're really going to see changes in the world. But yeah, that's how you do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's short, but that's all you need. I feel like with manifestation and with most things in general, you only need to learn a little bit, but as soon as you learn something, just put it into action. Like, don't spend too much time like researching things. Don't spend too much time looking up more theories and looking up more things. Like, learn one thing and put it into action, take it out into the real world, and you're gonna see the effects of it way more. So I hope this helps, and good luck manifesting. Bye.